continue on. And some fell upon a rock. So the sower, the person go out and sow seeds. Right? And some of the seeds fell by the wayside. So when the seed came by the wayside, the birds came and eat it. We're gonna continue on so we can get the full aspect of what's being brought out. And some fell upon a rock. And as soon as it was sprung up, now to break this down, the first one, if it fall by the wayside, what happened? If a farmer go to sow seed, what does the farmer usually intend to do with the seed when he goes sow seed?
Plant them to make them grow, to raise crops.
Where does he plant it?
In the field.
How?
Into the ground.
Into the ground. So the seed's supposed to go in the ground.
Right.
Not falling on the side. If it falls on the side, it's there for anybody to come and get it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. The water for people watching, and gotta put this on vibrate. Myself as an example first. Busted, right?
Blew up the spot. It's all good though, brother. It's all good.
Let me make sure.
That's what you call it.
Really?
I thought of it this morning. I thought it was on vibrate because usually it's on vibrate.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't even check. I thought of it and I didn't check it because I'm like, yeah, it's on vibrate. But it wasn't. But let's go on. Now the seed supposed to fall in the ground and then germinate. I mean, and make root. From the root grows and it germinates, and then from that it gets its fruit, whatever fruit that it's supposed to bear, right? And it grows and bear fruit. So now the seed fall by the wayside, so the birds came and eat it. And it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. So trodden down, meaning it's out there, and it's out there for anybody to come in, step on it, and the birds can come eat it. Anything can happen because it's fall by the wayside. So that's a waste, right? So that's waste seeds, right?
Yeah.
And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away. So now, if it fall on a rock, what can happen?
It's not going to grow. It's not in the ground. It's not going to get rooted.
Have you ever seen things grow on rocks?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it could grow on rocks. If the rock has a little bit of soil on it, what happened on concrete? You ever see?
Yeah, you have a little dirt in between the concrete.
Right.
But it's not deep rooted in the ground.
Right. So that's the key. It's gonna grow, but what's gonna happen after it grows? We're gonna read on.
Easy to be plucked out.
Right. It's as soon as some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture. So there's nothing to hold it. So that seed grows, but there's no sustainability of the seed. Right? And some fell, verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it. So now what happened? What happened here? What happened to the seed here? We went to, if some fall by the wayside, some fall on rock, and now some fall on thorns, and the thorns grow with it. Now, yeah.
It's when you look at it from the law, when you plant crops, you're supposed to have one type of seed in a plot of land. But now this seed's growing amongst thorns, which is what? They can't grow together because the roots are going to be messing with each other in the soil.
Right. So what do the farmer do before they plant seed?
They pull weeds.
They pull weeds and clear the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you always see the ground is paved out. They pull it, they turn it over, so that it makes sure that no bed wheat is gonna spring forth with it.
Okay.
So this is the
just want to read this law that goes into it. Because the law is multifaceted. It doesn't just deal with, okay, what to do with your body, what to do between people. But the law even deals with how to deal with your possession, including the land that you own. But the law even goes into that too. This is something that no other doctrine does out there. Even though people always, question the Bible, if they haven't even read the Bible to even begin to ask the right questions. This is Deuteronomy 22. In verse 9. Deuteronomy 22 and 9, it reads, Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed, which thou hast sown, and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. So it says your fruit become defiled if you sow what? Diverse seeds up in the vineyard. So not exactly the same as what Christ is saying, but we see the comparison where you could be growing, pumpkins and cabbage.
Right.
But now Most High is saying, no, just have your plot that deals with pumpkins, and then maybe next to it, or another place, have your joints that deal with cabbage. But have the pumpkins with the pumpkins, the cabbage with the cabbage, the carrots with the carrots, keep it all separated.
Right.
Otherwise you defile the soil. And it's funny because you check out certain documentaries, you like aerial photographs of like Issachar. You go down like in Central and South America, and you fly above like in the mountains. It was a mystery when Esau came over trying to figure out how they do it, but they would set up, you would see how they would irrigate even soil that was like say up in the mountains in certain places in what we call Mexico today. But then you saw how they grouped up each section. Right. Separate. It was kind of like a checkerboard almost. Like a checkerboard pattern from looking above, because you would see, okay, they had one type of crop here, another type of crop there, but it's all like separated by lines.
Right.
So
now, when we look at it also, think about it, you have oranges, tomatoes, oranges, tomatoes, oranges, tomatoes. Now, when it's time for you to, pick up your stuff, you're like, this is orange, this is a tomato, this is. Think about how much work you're gonna have to do. But if you have all tomatoes, you're reaping the tomatoes. You just throw them in the basket. That's all tomatoes. You say, a tomato. No, that's an orange. And the next thing you know, you might mix and match everything. It's all confusion. Right? So, but in this right here, it says, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns spring up with it, and it choked it. So now some of the seeds goes among thorns, right? And amongst garbage, amongst bad wheat. You spring up with it and choke it. And others fell on good ground and spring up and bear fruit in hundredfold. And when he had said these things, he cried, He that hath ear to hear, let him hear. And his disciple asked him, saying, What might this parable be? But now he was like, what is going on here? What does that mean? Right? It's going to continue on, because now he's talking about seed. Right? Nobody really get the point yet. Move on, verse 10. It says, and he said, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. So now he's speaking about the kingdom of the Most High. This is the gist of the whole story. The gist of this is the meaning of the kingdom. So now, the end of the story is, this is the story of the kingdom. And it says, He that have an ear, let him hear. Right? Seeing they see not, seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. Now the parable is this. The seed is the word of the Most High. So now he's breaking it down. So now the seed, the same way we understand that now we good with farming now. We understand, grow on rocks, what's going to happen if it goes on rocks, if it falls by the wayside, we know what's going to happen. Now let's flip it. We flip it, we put the word now. With the same understanding of what we just read. Now the parable is this. The seed is the word of the Most High. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Hear what? Hear the word. The word now is the seed. Right? The word is for on those that's on the wayside. Alright? It says, those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their heart. So now, the same way the birds came and eat it, and people walk and trot it down, so that when somebody hear the word, right, and the devil come as the bird, take it away.
So there's those people, like, just say we out at camp and we teaching, and they hear us. This guy is whatever, and just keep it moving.
Keep it moving. So that's the one on the wayside.
This is the wayside.
Yeah. So because the devil, now we read who the devil is. Who the devil is the spirit. Now they got a spirit that come into him, in their mind saying, the word that come out that's ahead, that's the devil speaking, and take him away.
It can also happen not just in their own mind, but then something that happens. Because we see it all the time. They'll be talking to us, and then they'll get a phone call. The devil will jump on somebody that they know and call their phone. They get on the phone, and they'll be talking to somebody, and then it'll be like an important call. So they go, I got to take this. Sometimes they get off the phone and keep talking, but usually they'll get on the phone and totally just distracted by that motion.
Right.
Or they'll be coming to camp. We'll be dealing with them. And then somebody they haven't seen in so long like pop up, hey, what's going on? Da, da, da. And it's just like, most of that happened for a reason to say, okay, yeah, you met that person, but now you're hearing my word now. Are you just going to cast that aside? You're just going to be swept up, or you're going to really hear what these brothers are bringing out. So you'll see it come in a myriad of different fashions. And we know the devil, those that have been the truth, we know he uses family and friends too, especially in their ignorance against us. He'll do it right there at that point when they're receiving the word.
Right. So now let's bring it back to the context that we in, which is the bird. Right? These are all aspects of what the bird symbolizes. It could be a phone call, so that's the bird. However way it is, we're going to keep it in the bird. So the bird came and swept it away and eat it. In this case, the devil now is known. The devil now is the one replacing the bird now. All right, and this right here when we break it down. The spirit, the spiritual Satan. However techniques he uses, but we know it's Satan. Now those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil, and taketh away the word out of their heart, lest they should believe and be saved. Verse 13. They on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy. And these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. So those in the rock, because they have no root. It's like, yeah, it's good. Just like the seed, it falls on the wayside, you get a little dirt, it springs forth. It springs forth. It grows a little bit. But as soon as a temptation comes, an affliction comes, the same person that hear it was excited the first time they hear it. Yo, man, this is the truth, man. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm hearing the truth now. Now, 2 days down the line, you see that, but yeah. Because they had no root, just like the seed that fall on the rock. So what happened? It says, it says, which for a while believe, and when in time of temptation fall away. So now a little affliction come their way. It was like, nah, man, I'm going through a hard time now, man. I have time to hear the truth now, man. I can't pay my bills. You know, things are hard right now. I don't want to hear